Why do conservatives get to, like, fucking pick apart guys on a podcast shooting the shit? You know, like, oh yeah, I would beat someone up if they like watch this anime I don't like. Like, it's so fucking crazy to me. Like, these people get to say that, like, the kid groomed themselves on my Discord. Hitler is cool. Palestinians are subhuman, inferior orc people. Like, what? This shit is crazy, man. It's just like a total asymmetry in, like, the commentary that we do to conservatives versus the commentary that they do to, like, random fucking libtards, okay, on their podcast or whatever. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying. Welcome back. I'm J-Star. We're watching Leaflit. Hooray. Whoa! Okay.
This was like a huge deal on X. So many people are posting about it. I saw it from Chibi, but we'll see what Rev has to say about it. I'm really interested in like what Rev's take is gonna be on it. So let's see.
So it must be big reason why, because we're seeing another round of people being completely insane over anime. And this time, it is a group of popular normie streamers threatening to off people for watching particular anime, including some incredibly interesting choices where they're totally not projecting. Now, I used this image in a video from yesterday, but we're gonna read it again. People on this app will treat fictional characters as if they were real people and then talk about real people as if they were fictional, and they get mad at you for knowing the difference.
So true.
So this time, the situation involves Yeliwig, who shockingly is the most normal person in this situation. However, on one of his podcasts, he's surrounded by normie streamers, including gigantic tourists who love to say unhinged and ridiculous things, including comments about anime, including Madoka, because apparently seeing this anime, of all anime, has sent some of these people...
You wanna know why, chat? A lot of anime characters and fictional characters are like kind of on the younger side, like 15, 18. You wanna know why? Sometimes it's like even 13, 14, 18. Like anime protagonists, you wanna know why?
Depends.
It's because that's the age in which people find themselves. They begin to actually start to understand who they are as people. And a lot of people can relate to it. A lot of people, because adults were once that age. People who are that age. And people can all relate to that time of youthful energy when like you didn't really know what you were doing, but you were doing your best. Yeah, it's coming of age. People can understand that, which is that's why this always happens. In fact, a lot of these things, like a lot of these anime, are specifically targeted towards people in that age demographic. Yeah. So yeah, people like those kinds of stories. That's the reason why. It's not just like because if you make a thing.
I wouldn't say it's when you find out who you really are. That's a little much. I think it's an age where you experience, where you commonly experience a lot of turmoil, right? And that's not really, that's not discovering who you really are. That's just like, kind of being in a weird moment. That's the way it feels anyway.
Really old.
For most people, I think.
Only old people can kind of relate to them. It's just so much easier to have your protagonist be younger. More people can relate to it. It's simple math, really.
Into a murderous rage where they're threatening to off co-workers if they were ever caught watching something like this. Let's watch the clip.
Them.
You are a fucking chomo. Yo, is it people Madoka Magica? Why are you getting into that? What is this? I'm 1,000 years old. That's what I'm saying. That's what we always do. We always make excuses for these people. Okay, so just tell me. Right, so what are you doing?
Hold on.
Okay, so...
Is this a set? This isn't real. It doesn't look real. So like, they made a set to look like a childhood background. Childhood backyard. It's weird. For a podcast.
Just tell me, hey, so what are the images? I'm just asking if Quayla, Magi, Madoka Magica would count for this category you're talking about. If I start a new job and my coworker says this is his favorite anime, I'm like, yeah, I'll beat the shit out of you after we're ready.
First off,
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of it. It's kind of mid.
would say shit like that. First off, second, what an unhinged name. Like, how insane are you?
Yeah.
You're literally talking about killing people over liking an anime.
It's a good show. Okay. Okay. Why is that?
Wait, what did he say? That was murder?
Over
We're gonna turn the water up slowly so you don't notice.
how insane? First off, second, no, you wouldn't. Anybody?
If I start a new job and my coworker says this is his favorite anime, I'm like, yeah, I'll beat the shit out of you after we're ready.
Dude, I can't with these fucking conservatives, dude. Like, that's just, it's obviously a joke. Like, it's obviously over the top, like... What the fuck? Like, Yeah, no one's gonna beat the shit out of you after work because of some fucking stupid-ass TV show that you watch. With very few exception. Okay, I could maybe think of some, like, extreme scenarios where that might happen. Okay, maybe. But, like, this is just obviously, like, oh, yeah, if somebody tells me that it would be like, I'm trying to think of, like, a show that I really dislike. I'm having... Oh, Friends, okay? For those of you that don't know, J-Star, I really, really don't like Friends, okay? I am not a fan of the popular sitcom series Friends, especially after the first season. But even the first season is kind of mid, okay? Let's be so for real. But, if I were to say, like, oh, yeah, if somebody told me they like Friends, then I'd beat the shit out of them. Like, that's something that I would say on a podcast or, like, with friends in, like, a joking way. It's not something that you actually mean. Okay, it's like it's a figure of speech. Okay, Madoka Magica, it's like, it's not really that bad. Like, I don't think it's a terrible show. I don't think it's particularly problematic. Now, if anybody has some opinions about that, I'm open to hearing it. Okay, I just don't really care about it. But it is pretty mid. Like, I didn't finish it. I didn't watch that much of it. So, anyway, if you like it, I'm gonna be like, huh, that's interesting. Like, if that's the show you want to talk about with me, I'm like, alright, good for you, I guess. But I'm gonna be I'm gonna be watching you if you tell me, like, that's your favorite anime or something. I'm gonna be like, yeah, there's something wrong with you if you love Madoka Magica.
First off, no you wouldn't. No you wouldn't. Anybody that can actually do that,
Yeah.
like, how insane are you?
Yeah, man. Do that. We're gonna turn the water up slowly until you don't notice it boiling. Talk to them.
You're literally talking about killing people over liking an anime.
You're literally talking about killing people.
Wait. This is fucking racist, bro. This is racist. My people are so oppressed.
Yeah, so, joking about doing violence to non-specific people because of a stupid, silly anime that they like, that is real threats of violence, right? But, calling an entire ethnic group of people orcs that are deserving of slaughter from the Israeli government, that is completely normal behavior. Leaflit 2026. Leaflit 2026, ladies and gentlemen.
Maximum Sigma Alpha Chat over here is going to beat you up and possibly off you for watching anime like Madoka. This clip comes from the Yard podcast. It's from 4 months ago, but some clips have been shared recently on Twitter, sparking some attention on what's clearly a very unhinged situation.
Well, this is racist. Slime. My people are always getting oppressed.
Clearly, these people...
You know, she was talking about the set earlier. I kind of like it. You know, it's called The Yard. They're in a yard. Right? It's like the set kind of looks like like Starry Night, you know, nighttime. I like that. Like Fairy Tale Land. I don't know. I don't know. Anybody else getting that vibe from it?
Sitting there and
Look at it.
spouting these violent urges against people who simply want
It's
to
nice.
watch anime, including Madoka, of all things. That is the craziest aspect of all of this. They feel not only emboldened to call people predators over this stuff, but now they're...
Someone should show them Prismilia, if you know what I mean.
And I mean, think about it. Like a podcast that's set in a backyard. Right? That's a good idea because like that's exactly where ordinary people have these kinds of conversations. They sit in like lawn chairs and shit around a little fucking iron campfire, you know?
See how we react to that one, right?
openly saying they're going to harm you.
That's
This
good.
is the problem with normies like this who are so comfortable acting this way towards anime. Now here's some of the quotes. This person saying, threatening to beat someone up for watching Madoka is completely sending. Yeah, can you please just pause for a second? It's not just anime. It's this particular anime. If you've watched it, you would be baffled as to why someone would be calling you a chomo and trying to beat you up over watching.
Chat, what's that? What's a trauma? Chat, what does that mean?
Child
She'll
molester.
read you a healer. Yosuga no Sora. Oh. Wait, they're calling people that over watching Madoka? You know this is just gonna go the way of, like, Nazi? Like they're just gonna call everyone that, and then like it's not gonna mean anything anymore. It's
Dude.
kind of getting there, where it doesn't even mean anything when you say that now, which is awful. It should have meaning behind it. So that's 100, by the way.
People have been saying this about Madoka for a long time. And it's partly because of what the anime is about, right? Which is children. That, like, They fill a role that would typically be, like an adult character in this kind of show. Right? And that's not necessarily, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, like I like the Powerpuff Girls, you know. I think that's a good show. Now, I'm not saying that Madoka Magica is like that. Okay? Not from what I saw, anyway. It didn't seem nearly as political. It didn't seem to be, like, trying to make a statement that was as, like, clear and defined and, like, material as Powerpuff Girls. But, you know, like I said before, I didn't really see anything that was, like, objectively terrible. But the reason why people think that Madoka Magica fans are pedophiles, okay, even when they might not be, even when most of them probably aren't, it's because of the few that do, and that are pedophiles, or, like, you know, are basically pedophiles. They're, like, attracted to children. And that's why they like Madoka Magica. Okay? And when I watched the show, I didn't really see anything sexual. Maybe I missed that part. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, maybe like I said before, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, based on what I watched, it didn't seem, like, particularly problematic, okay? It didn't seem like sexualization of children, or, like, fictional children. But, you know, creepy pedophile perverts on the internet will do what they do, and I can see why they would watch the show. So anyway, with that in mind, I mean, look, I grew up on 4chan, right? I know, look, I don't blame people for thinking that 4chan is full of pedophiles, even though it's technically not. Like, most people on there aren't pedophiles, okay? But I can't blame people for thinking of that because of what gets posted on there. And by the same logic, I can't really blame people for associating this anime with pedophiles, okay? Because of some of the people that watch it. That's it.
They think they'll just self-destruct if they find out they're stretching over magical girl. Dude, it's so true.
Watching this. You know, besides the fact we're talking about, what's that again? Oh yeah, fictional content, anime. But here's a very good point. Ludwig being the only reasonable person there. I can't believe it myself. Yeah. It's actually pretty shocking to see Ludwig on the normal side of this conversation, which, by the way, with the full context, doesn't get any better, okay? This is not one of those clips where there's more to it. No, the conversation is completely insufferable. This is clearly where all of these people stand, and, well, it's insane. As pointed out in another quote saying...
They hate anime fans!
...the S out of you if you watch Madoka. Yeah, very, very intimidating stuff. And you can see some of the replies to that quote saying, "Man who shouldn't be trusted around women and children. I am violent over a cartoon."
Exactly.
Yeah, if we're talking about safety of anyone, I think we should be concerned about the person who has such violent tendencies that they're going to lash out and harm someone over watching Madoka, of all things. Here's another quote saying, this is why there's so many...
Manga's pretty tame, actually, like, compared to other stuff. I mean, there's, like, people buying it, but it's pretty tame. Like, again, gushing over magical girls, Prisma Ilia, it's super tame. Even compared to old stuff. Like,
why do conservatives get to, like, fucking pick apart guys on a podcast shooting the shit? You know, like, oh yeah, I would beat someone up if they like watch this anime I don't like. Like, it's so fucking crazy to me. Like, these people get to say that, like, the kid groomed themselves on my Discord. Hitler is cool. Palestinians are subhuman, inferior orc people. Like, what? This shit is crazy, man. It's just, like, a total asymmetry in, like, the commentary but that we do to conservatives versus the commentary that they do to, like, random fucking libtards, okay, on their podcast or whatever. I don't know, man.
like,
you know what I'm saying.
Like, Chris Sammy was, like, even more, like, along those, you know, even that was more spicy than Madoka.
Secure anime fans out there. They're surrounded by violent
I was talking about magical girl shows specifically.
cards like this and have to pretend to not be weird to avoid being treated as a predator for liking Madoka.
This is why there's so many insecure anime fans out there. They're surrounded by violent creatures like this, who pretend to not be weird in order to avoid being treated like a predator or like Monica. Well, the truth is that the solution to that is that just be weird. Just be weird and tell these people to go pound sand.
Yeah, if you're a normie watching anime casually, including someone who...
I completely disagree. I completely disagree. Be normal. Okay? Like, be yourself, right? Don't, like, hide who you are. Unless you're, like, a freak. You know? Unless you're, I mean... Like, do not do freakish behavior in public, okay? Just be normal in public, right? And if you're with your friends, then that is a time to, you know, maybe be a little more freakish if that's who you are. But, like, you know, let's take something extreme, right? Let's say you're a pedophile, okay? You're attracted to children. Definitely don't be that. Definitely be normal. Like, definitely do not be like, I'm a pedophile. Like no. No, don't do that shit. And, like, look, if you're kind of a weird person, you know, if you have, like, mental health issues, I'm not a psychiatrist, right? But if you're, like, prone to emotional outbursts, you need to, like, kind of regulate that, you know, that's important, okay? You need to understand that your behavior affects other people, and within reason, you need to, like, kind of account for that, like, be aware of it. If it's a problem, then maybe try to do something about it.
Like, we need everybody
That's
to
just
go
my
fuck
opinion, though.
themselves. That's it, really. Well, it doesn't actually solve anything if people are like, well, I'm just gonna pretend to be normal. No, you just be weird and tell them to go fuck themselves.
Even as a
Okay.
normie, you've probably come across Madoka at some point. You don't have to worry about people like this expressing violent urges towards you for consuming that sort of fictional content.
Yeah, tell them, like, come at me, bro.
It's insane. Here's another quote saying, my only knowledge of slime is him getting really mad at people playing Hogwarts Legacy when that came out, which immediately confirms to me that he's an annoying loser.
Dude, all roads lead back to Hogwarts Legacy, dude. That was the point. That was the point, and when everything bubbled over. Like, it was already getting bad, but then Hogwarts Legacy was like, oh, hell no. Like, once that happened, it was like, we're tired of it. It's over.
Well, based on this conversation, I wouldn't be surprised if a guy like that is harassing people over playing Hogwarts Legacy. Very stunning and brave of him. He's quite the ally, if this is...
Do you
Wait,
wanna know
what?
what's sad about this? Do you want to know what this is, chat? This is the case of the small dog barking.
Him
at
getting really mad at people playing Hogwarts Legacy. Oh, yeah, well... Okay, I mean, I don't know what he said about that, but I don't think you should play that game either. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and, like, finger wag you if you fucking played it, okay? I don't give a shit. Like, alright, you know, like, dude, I like Kanye West, okay? I like his music. Straight up, I'll own it, okay? I know what he said. I don't agree with it. But, like, he made some good music. I'll be listening to that, okay? Sometimes I'll be listening to it and I'll remember, like, oh yeah, he, like, said all that shit about Jewish people and then he, like, fake apologized for it. Okay, not too long ago. Has he backtracked on that yet? I don't know. I'm not keeping up with what he's saying anymore. But, like, his first 4 albums are just a treasure trove of music, to me. In my opinion. Like, he has some great shit. And that shit he did with Common, right? Like Kanye West is a talented producer, okay? There's something in him that just, like, somehow he, like, is the person that he is, but he makes good music, okay? And anyway, his creative spark has certainly been lacking since his, you know, his 180-degree turn in politics, but that's beside the point, okay? My point is, like, if you bought Hogwarts Legacy, if you play Hogwarts Legacy, like, whatever, okay? It's fine. As long as you recognize who J.K. Rowling is, what she has said, why it is, like, fucked up, then, you know, alright, you bought the Hogwarts Legacy, whatever. All I care about is that people understand what she is, which is a TERF. That's pretty much it.
And trying to be the most tough. That's what this is. clearly insecure and like insecure in his masculinity or whatever the hell, because that's how he's acting.
True, but again,
Yeah, it's all virtue signaling. It's all puffing yourself up. He's literally a puffer.
Shiver me timbers, watch out. This guy over here, Slime, the slime machine, more like the projection machine, is going to beat you up. Are you nervous, viewer? Are you nervous this guy's going to give you a swirly and possibly off you for watching anime? But as pointed out in this reply, 36-year-old bald alcoholic man who also plays Smash Bros. Is saying this, by the way. Ah yes, a Smash player. Ranting and raving, expressing violent urges and slander over anime. I've seen this one before. I'm sure you guys have seen this play out before. It doesn't end well. Typically, it's massive projection on disturbing levels. Let's hope it's not the case with this guy, but we have seen this before. Now, who is this guy? A reformed hater? Apparently not. Slime Machine is the handle on Twitter, and he would actually engage in the conversation. You see a quote of one of his responses. If you like Madoka, I'm going to beat the living S out of you. Why are there so many problematic words in the comments? And of course, the tweet the person's quoting is not available because yes, this very tough and intimidating individual got scared over words on Twitter.
Oh no, not slurs.
Is so, I guess, open and forward about his violent tendency.
Drew, thank you so much for the 1,000. Leaf Ember always tells us to...
I'm blown away at how many slurs there are in these replies. Is this niche or is it kind of like all over the place for the... Okay, yeah, okay. Alright, so he does not understand what... he doesn't Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Slime Machine. Like you're ignorant. Okay, you didn't know. Okay, you didn't know. But no, that's completely reasonable though to call that out. Like, just because you make a stupid little joke about beating up a make-believe coworker because they watch a stupid fucking anime that kind of low-key sucks anyways, low-kirkinually, doesn't mean that it's fine for people to post slurs on the internet or in reply to you. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, one of those things is definitely worse, and it's definitely the thing with the posting of the slurs. But anyway, this tweet is really fucking funny. I'm gonna read it again, okay? This is the guy that you know, said, like, yeah, I would beat the shit out of you if you watch this anime. He said, probably a bad idea to boost this post, but I'm blown away at how many slurs are in these replies. Is this niche, or is it kind of like all over the place for the weebs? He doesn't even know, man. Dude, you made a comment, you made a condescending comment about Madoka Magica. Do you have any idea what you did? When you said that, you really don't. You don't know who you pissed off. I mean, look, I feel like I've done shit like that too. But, I mean, yeah, like wow, I can't believe these Madoka Magica fans are using slurs in my comments. Wow. Can't believe that.
Very saucy people whose minds immediately go to sex when talking about anime. I think he's right, dude. Totally. Oh, it's weird. It's weird. If you like watch anything, dude, this is the same people who see Pragmata and immediately think pedo. Like what? Like what? You tell me you see a dude protecting a little girl, and the first thing you think is like he wants to fuck her. Like what? What the fuck is that? Like,
very interesting. But
yeah,
what
man.
Said, probably a bad idea to boost this post, but I'm blown away. How many slurs are in these replies?
For real.
Is this niche, or is it kind of like this?
I mean, they must think it, right? Because they must think it. If they think that Pragmata was a pedo bait game, then they must be thinking that. They must be thinking it for in a sexual way. Because how else do you arrive at that conclusion?
All over the place for leaves. Also, worst part is, it was the only episode I wore those effing glasses.
Because of the fans, man. There is this, like obviously, you don't have to know who the fans are, right? And the fact that they're gonna post slurs in your replies to know that Madoka Magica is, you know, pedo bait. Because it is. Okay, or maybe that's a little too extreme. Maybe that's a little far. Like I said, I think a lot of people that like the show aren't pedophiles. Okay, most of the people probably. But like, let's be real. It's a show about teenagers, and they're just kind of like doing their thing, being like fucking. What's the word? I forgot. They're you know, self-insert characters or like superheroes. Magical girls. They're magical girls.
You're wearing glasses. We're talking about you wanting to off people over watching Madoka. You weirdo. Hey, look at this.
And by the way, if he was just joking, he would just say it. Right? Like, if he's just joking, he'd be like, yeah, just being edgy. It's just a joke. I don't really mean it. I was just joking. I'm just being edgy. He would say it. But he's not saying that. under all of this fire, he's not immediately saying that. It's like the easiest thing to immediately say, right? Like someone's like Leaflit, you said this thing, like, you know, you said this like really edgy thing, and I'd be like, yeah, it was just a joke, I was on the show, I was just messing around, right? You just drop it immediately, right?
The guy who wants to harm people over anime is crying about slurs, which, you know, I don't really know where he's seeing this. He must be looking very hard and finding random zero-like comments, but yeah, this guy is virtue signaling about words. Problematic.
I feel so bad for libtards, man. It is so hard to communicate with conservatives. It really is. Because they say shit like this. They take something that was obviously a joke, obviously not serious, right? Because nobody in their right mind would like hear someone say like, oh yeah, if someone like likes the wrong fucking media, I'm going to beat them up. Right? And they just completely, they not only do they take it seriously, but they've like taken it further than they've even like hyperbolized his own words. They've been like, oh yeah, he wants to kill you. He wants to kill you. Like, he never said that. He never said that. He made a stupid joke that was like meant to be kind of stupid, okay? Like, it was that way on purpose, right? I'm not even saying it was stupid as in like it was bad. I just mean like it's obviously a ridiculous scenario. Beating someone up over a TV show is just
Words on the internet.
comically insane. That's it.
Even then, if that were to happen, like, wouldn't the thing that you say is like, hey, they clicked me out of context?
No.
Like, oh, they clicked me out of context. Okay, I actually said something like that.
No, because that's a cop-out. That's a cop-out that only charlatans like you will use. If ever.
But like, trying to discredit other things makes it even more likely that you actually know. Does that make sense? You can discern, it's actually not hard to discern innocence, really. It's really not.
But he would, at a further response, saying, alright, promo period expired.
You would just say he was
Insufferable.
lying
Insufferable
or
narcissist.
whatever. That's what you do.
I can't have my whole day taken up by addicting replies to crazy anime guys. I'm putting the crack pipe down. Most of you are normal. It's all good. It's just like the quote earlier. Don't worry, you're not weird. You're one of the okay people I won't beat up as long as you prove you're not a weird one to me while consuming this medium. But as someone said, are you going to beat me up for enjoying Cardcaptor Sakura? And he says, no, you know what's probably really awesome. And I'd ask you what themes it centers on. Well, I'm glad you're getting recommendations, but I have a feeling you would want to beat up this user as well. This guy is projecting on levels
super performative.
you'll never see. Oh wait, you'll see him all the time on Twitter. In fact, here's some of the people defending.
He's a fucking content creator. He's a podcast, bro.
I've never even heard.
Yeah, did you know
Performative?
editors be there?
That's what they do, man.
Well, you should stop.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, you know Hitler?
You're a fucking VTuber. Wait, what? She brought up Hitler?
Yeah, you know Hitler drank water? Shit.
Oh.
it before, but the first
Yeah, of
Google image
course.
that shows up doesn't do you anything.
Did you know Hitler liked Madoka Magica? That was his favorite
This
anime.
narcissist saw a group of fully clothed anime characters and immediately started throwing accusations out in just
You can use that same argument against like literally everything.
to find people being harmed in real life over watching this anime. This is
Yeah, did you know that there's pedos that watch Toy Story? Yeah, so anybody that watches Toy Story is obviously suspicious. We should put them on a list. So stupid, man. This is so
the
dumb.
normie audience.
Okay, but like Toy Story. Oh, okay. All right, man.
This is who is
This
enjoying.
is what I mean, like, their logic is retarded. Like I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disheartened because I think about how dumb people are. It's actually unreal that like this is like you thought, like this person actually thought that this was a good argument. Like this person sat down and went, well, time to throw my hat in the ring because I know better. You guys are telling me that no pedophiles are trying to watch the show? Dude, it's unreal.
The commentary provided
It's
by
like insane levels of just like, they're so retarded, but they think they know everything. It's actually ridiculous.
these people, and it's a very sad state of affairs. Again, evergreen post right here. Once again, ringing true, but yeah, backlash deserved,
You
projection.
can't reason him out of the position that he did reach himself. Yeah, exactly. It's true, but there's a lot of people like that, right? Which is why I butt heads with people all the time. Because I'm just like, how could you even fucking believe that? Like, I just like, explain to me like how you got to that conclusion. This is why I love asking this, by the way. This is why I love talking to people and I love asking them, like, how did you even get there? Like, really, I'm really curious. Like, how did you arrive at this? Like, go through the logical steps and like tell me. Where are the roots of this belief? I need to know. I need to know because like sometimes it's so ridiculous.
I can do that for you, Leaflet. I got you. Okay. People be watching this show that are pedophiles, and they watch it because they are attracted to children, because the main characters are children. Now, you brought up Toy Story as an example. Toy Story is a movie about toys. Okay, or it's a movie series about toys. Right? An anthology, perhaps. Actually, I think that's like a book series, right? And that's what an anthology is. What would you call a series of movies? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, the movies are about little toys that are like animated. Okay, that's what it's about. It's not about Andy. Okay, he may be like the center of the movie, right? But he doesn't actually appear in the movie all that much. Anyway. So, here you have a TV show that is about magical girls that are underage. And I'm gonna go ahead and reiterate it again. When I saw the show, I don't think I said this before, but I saw the show years ago. And back then, I was a kid myself. And like I said, from what I remember, I don't think there was anything wrong with it. Okay, I didn't see anything alarming about the show, and I had the same opinion about it back then. That it wasn't like crazy, but I did recognize back then that there were lots of people on the internet, especially 4chan, that were into kids and were like performative about how attracted they were to children on the anonymous message boards of 4chan. And they like posted about it, and I've just, it's a trend, okay? Like, come on, like, come on. You can't say that Madoka Magica is like Toy Story. You can't do that. You can't say that the fans of Madoka Magica are like the fans of Toy Story. That's crazy. The fans of Toy Story are all 4 and 5-year-olds, okay? The fans of Madoka Magica are like, you know, teenagers, probably, predominantly is what I would guess. Maybe like older teenagers, you know. I guess the fandom is probably like aged up, right? So they're all like in their 20s by now, at least, like late 20s. Look, it's just like, let's be so for real, dude. Like, let's not be disingenuous. Come on.
Many such cases. But anyways, that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, consider giving this video a like. And also subscribe and turn on notifications for daily uploads. As well
I'm gonna be honest, like, dude, I feel like I'm such a retard. But then, like, every time shit like this happens, I'm just like, wow, there's people even more retarded than me. And it's depressed. Caliber gets for the 100, by the way.
multiple streams a week live here on YouTube as well. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.
Let me tell you something, Leaflit. You're not depressed because of other people. You are depressed because of yourself. Because of what you've done to yourself. Because of how low you have gone. You probably thought a few weeks ago that the end was near. That your career was over. And let me tell you something, man. It is. Okay, but that was only the beginning. Okay, you have entered the stages of grief for your YouTube career and your streaming career. Your profile is dead forever, and it's because of what you did. It's because of what you allowed, and it is because of what you have said and supported. That's it. So I hope you're watching this. I hope that I can talk some sense into you, because this is just sad, man. Like, you're blaming your failure on other people, which is what you've always done. But it's never been more obvious than it is now. And I don't really know how your fans aren't seeing it yet, but they will. Of course they will. You are a sad, pathetic loser.
I'll make you guys a video. The only thing to do with these people is to tell them to shut up. Tell them to shut up and go away. It's the only thing. There is no, well, I'm gonna stop talking to them. There's no, there's no, I need to, like, hide who I am. There is no, like, well, you know, maybe I won't talk about anime. You tell these people that they're fucking retarded. That's it. We just all have to tell them that. Like, you're ridiculous and you're out of line. And, we don't like you. That's what we need to do.
Okay. Well, keep saying it. And I'ma keep staying here and saying whatever the fuck I want.